I, Yuki EXE, approve of the upcoming bit and acknowledge that I wasn't added to the podcast to increase diversity numbers. There, I read it. Can you please put the bat down?
I'm real sorry to the people that watch this and are like, wow, they're really subdued today compared to normal when the sleepy disease has caught us for some reason.
They must hate the fucking movie. They're
Yeah.
not super
Yeah, no.
excited about it.
I fucking hate Last Evolution.
Kizuna's worse than
hate
Try.
Digimon.
Even more than Try. It's the worst shit ever. They should have just quit. I hate Digimon.
It's true. Remember, everyone, when you're watching content that is expressly like in reaction to something, you can tell the person's opinion by how much energy they present their opinions with. The higher the energy, the more they liked it. Ignore what they're saying. It doesn't matter.
Oh, so that means that like the last 3 try moves were our favorites because boy,
Yeah.
we were fucking spirited during that podcast.
It's why we took
Jesus
those
Christ.
long ass hiatuses. We
We were-
hate Digimon.
We were creaming for our lives.
No, we weren't.
We don't have to use the word "we" for that.
Yeah, no, you can just say you. Don't implicate me in that, please.
I don't want to be a part of your creamin'.
Fucking.
You've
alright.
now done slash said 2 things that I really wish I was not associated with. So good record today, Lod.
You
We're
didn't
gonna
even, like,
cancel a lot.
you're not associated with what happened this morning. That was entirely me just joshing around. And then 11 people wholeheartedly believed it is something I actually do.
I'm gonna
is this
check
a
Blue
tweet I
Sky.
meant, or
Let me
a-
go and insult you.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone actually believes you do this. It's just funny to call you out for it.
No, there were definitely some people who sincerely believed I was doing this kind of thing.
Already hate your name.
Oh, I mean, I changed that ages ago.
This
Yuki,
guy's
did
not
you?
voting
now
for me.
notice.
What was that? You or fuck, whatever. Fuck it. Who cares? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Digiverse DiveCast, the only Digimon podcast where apparently my co-hosts just don't want to make my life easier at all, except one of them who sounds a lot better, and you'll definitely notice the second they start speaking. How's everyone doing today?
I saw the video.
Like, even as a joke, why would you do that? Like, you put that shit in your mouth. Like,
I've come for your pickle.
I haven't even seen the. What are we talking about?
Okay.
can you link the video in call chat so Leon can look at it? You're like the one actually
Yeah.
on it right now.
Yeah, I
And
gotcha.
to explain to
I think I found
everyone-
it. Is it
Yeah.
the one the quote retweet? Okay.
Yes. To explain to everyone watching, I made a joke post this morning, the morning of the 25th when we're recording this, of a picture saying, what the fuck did I say? Getting 30 centimeters of snow today, and you know what that means with a drooling emoji. And it was a picture of my coffee maker, an open jar of pickles, and a big bag of Lifesaver gummies. With the intention being, no one would ever eat these things together, like, obviously. And that was the joke. Not much attention was paid to it, which, you know, pretty typical. I posted this at like fucking 8 in the morning. But a friend of ours responded to it with, "No, I don't think I know." So I recorded a video of myself taking a pickle, dipping it into the cup of coffee, and then taking a bite out of it.
You know what actually you know what actually pisses me off about that video?
What's that?
At no point did you even use the fucking lifesaver gummy, so I still don't even know what that fucking part is about.
Like,
You're a
I was
fucking fraud.
No, so, like, I explained, because Nazo asked, like, what are the lifesavers for? And I said, they're just like a little sweetness as a treat to round out the meal. And then the same person replied to the video saying, I still really don't get it. And I got up from my chair with the full intent to go get a handful of lifesavers, dump them into my coffee, and record a video of me taking a sip with the lifesavers in it. But I sat back down and just said, I considered doing that for a second, but I'm actually going to make myself sick if I commit too hard to this bit, so we're just calling it here.
How did the pickle taste, by the way?
It barely had any difference in taste. Like it was like a thin coating of coffee. I literally couldn't even taste it.
If anything, I think the pickle juice dripping into the coffee
I was
changed the
about to say,
coffee
did any of the
more.
acidity
No.
affect the coffee much at all?
No, it was just like one drop because I shook it off pretty well. So it was like the one drop got in there, but it was like a small amount of vinegar in the coffee. It didn't make any fucking difference. I drank my coffee black anyway, so it's got the bitterness already.
I think I stand by you not deserving silence.
Yeah, no, I think you should but that's aside from the point.
Okay.
I don't think you're allowed to say that on YouTube.
I'll bleep it out.
Oh, another place where she can't say it. Oh no.
No, dude, this is fucking 1984 around here, dude. What the?
Listen,
They love keeping women down. It's crazy around here.
You never know the people that will take you at your face value when you say things like that.
I mean,
they should regardless, but
like, so this actually plays back into exactly what I was talking about with that post I made, where for some reason people like online, especially if they don't know you super well, and even some people who do know you, will just like assume complete sincerity in everything you say and do. It is insane.
So I do that, but not because it's like an online. I just have autism.
Well, yeah, but most
So
people
many-
don't
so-
have that excuse.
So, a kind of shocking amount of people are exactly like that one clip from what's his fucking name, Buster from Arthur, where he's like,
Yeah.
"You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?"
Should we do
way too many
introductions?
People are exactly like that. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, we should.
I just need an excuse to shit talk you, so I'll take it at face value for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, be like
fair enough.
doing a bit. Like you're not being like.
Okay. Introductions, same clockwise as always. So, hello everyone. I'm Lot, the host of the podcast. I'm the kind of person who, for a joke, will dip a pickle in some coffee and then take a bite out of it. That's just the kind of person I am.
I'm Momo. I'm the kind of person who enjoys a delicious treat.
I'm Leon. I'm the kind of person who has autism, and also a new mic.
Ooh, I'm Yuki. I'm cold. Hi.
Hi, I'm Bridget. I'm the kind of person whose fucking Foogie keeps lighting up at random points for no reason. Fuck off.
Yeah, if anyone is actually watching the video, which it's a podcast, I don't imagine you are. Discord's doing this weird thing where like the Foogies will just light up at nothing, and it's really frustrating.
We should have like for audio only listeners. We should have start a bit like that, but not have any actual visual.
For audio only listeners, my cock and balls are on the screen right now.
Stop, Lot.
What's up?
Are you 12?
Oh.
That
So
is gonna
that's
be with-
so that's why they call you Monster Cock.
Leon, you have to understand a disproportionate amount of our friends, which for the record is more than zero, have seen Lot's cock. So you know,
It's true. A shocking number of them, really. They paid me.
It's concerning.
They paid me. It's okay.
Huh?
Yeah, they did.
That doesn't make it any. That makes it
A
more
whole ass
concerning.
what? Fucking $50 was it?
$50 is a pretty good going rate for a single picture of my dick.
Each or total?
Each.
Or are you probably like they crowdfunded? Are they crowdfunded to see it? Is that what you're saying?
Technically, the first one was because someone donated $50 as a joke and then just said, "I don't actually want to see your dick. I'll leave it to the first person who claims it."
I'm pretty sure you like legally qualify as a prostitute now. Like,
Oh, I think I want to retire from the podcast.
No longer. You heard it here first.
This is-
everyone.
what?
This is-
Leon.
What? Leon
hates
is
sex workers.
anti-prostitution work. Yeah, Leon hates sex workers.
I'm worried about my digital footprint.
Leon believes that all sex workers should be locked the fuck up and die in prison. You heard it here.
Listen, I think it's great that you're making money. I just don't know that I want to be associated with that.
Man, it's gonna be really weird when we start the OnlyFans.
Who's we?
It would be so funny, by the way. Leon leaves the podcast, and the original members of this fucking podcast have been whittled down to like 2 people at this
Yup.
point.
2 people. Ugh. It's fine. I've got replacements lined up. We're all good.
Do you?
No.
Dude.
I know Alto
get
wanted
it.
to jump
That's why
in for Sabers, but...
That's why I'm here. I'm the Latino replacement.
Oh my God! You're a diversity hire.
Don't
No!
fucking call them that. Which you know what? It's actually really funny because like if Yuki specifically leaves, we do have another Latino we can put on the podcast.
We just alternate.
Wait, who?
Cynthia.
Oh my God!
We
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm having a moment because do you remember who Yuki technically replaced? Lon?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It definitely looks really bad for us.
That we
It's
just
not
keep
on-
replacing the Latinx person, like specifically.
The one non-white member of the podcast. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I'm in danger.
That's why I'm making the sacrifice.
You're right. If we have a 2 to 3 ratio, it'll actually be okay. I think the podcast qualifies as woke. None of the other shit about literally all but one of the members being trans does, but
I was about to say a lot. 4 out of 5 people in this podcast are on HRT. I don't think it can get much more woke than we already
Well,
fucking are.
yeah, but that's like old school woke.
Dark woke?
It's all about the DEI stuff now.
We
Well,
can get dark woke.
Dude, I'd love to get dark woke. That sounds awesome.
Speaking of dark woke, so the first short for the movie is about Sora.
Oh no.
So yeah, we did watch the 5 shorts that were released as a 20th anniversary thing, and then were never re-released anywhere. And the only one you can watch on YouTube is the Sora one, which good, it's the most important one. But the other 4 can be found in other places.
I genuinely, I think the first 3, like well, okay, I guess the third, like the Joe one, is a bit awkward to fit in the movie, even though I do think it contributes to the overall point. I think the first 2 just flat out like could have been sequences in the movie.
They
like,
kind
just
of should
straight
have
up.
been. It only would have added 6
Yeah.
minutes of runtime in total. Like the Agumon Gabuon one is like 2 minutes long. It could have just
Yeah,
been
It makes
15.
me
Takes place
wonder.
during
And
the
it's
movie.
kind of important.
Yeah.
I
It
think
makes
the
me
fifth
wonder
one
if-
is the most important.
Hmm.
It makes me wonder if they were intended to be in the movie at some point and they just got like scrapped.
I think I don't remember exactly how these came to be. I think these were just like a celebration type thing, or like
It was the 20th
Yeah,
Memorial,
'cause-
yeah.
Because they're definitely like they don't come out like they're clearly like much more lower budget than like
oh yeah,
and like time and budget than the actual movie. So like maybe they were put together from like scrap scenes or just like something they threw together
Deleted
later.
scenes,
But like
stuff.
yeah,
yeah.
either
Yeah.
way, there was definitely not like a point. They weren't just like ripped out of the movie or
Yeah,
anything.
But still, like I mean, the last 2 were just cute little vignettes, but like the first
Yeah.
3, like I would even argue the Joe one is actually like really important for the point of the movie overall. And I do find it a shame that like a lot of like these have never been put on any kind of home release or like just released officially on YouTube for easy access or anything. So a lot of people have not seen these.
It's kind of weird that they're not on there because like well, getting ahead of ourselves. This is a really fucking short movie. It's like an hour.
Yeah.
It's like hour 30. It's like barely feature length.
Hmm.
Again, you definitely could have fit the first 2 of these in here and like not added like, and still have like gotten a movie with like a pretty like restrained runtime, all things considered.
Odd choice.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm eating a mini
Alright.
pound cake.
So if I eat on mic, you're gonna get pissy, but
Well, yeah,
then
'cause
if
we can
you
hear
eat
it.
on mic, it's allowed.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Hmm.
Well, whatever.
That is kind of Lot's motto in life.
We can also
I
hear it
would
when
never
you
do
eat.
anything Lot does.
Yeah, I mean that's
Anyway,
fair,
the first-
honestly. Yeah, but yeah, okay. First one, Sora. So, this is definitely like arguably the most important short, just because it fleshes out a character that was blatantly and historically underdeveloped
Fucked.
and kind of disregarded in the original Avenger continuity. Because, she has a pretty strong character in the first portions of the arc, or the series, and then it all completely and utterly falls apart in the back half, and they just kept making it worse as time went on.
You're
Literally no sequel has like improved this at all. O2 introduces the weird shit with like the love triangle thing, kind of, not really. It depends on the creator who or slash fucking dubbing studio.
Yep.
Try movie 4 is maybe the worst fucking thing they could have done with her possible. Like it actually could not have gotten any fucking worse than that. Holy
Yep.
fuck.
Yeah, the Try's probably the worst one because usually like usually that shit doesn't like it affects her, but like usually that doesn't, at least it doesn't like affect like Biomon. That one even dragged Biomon into that shit.
Yep.
And
Just
then this is like
miserable.
she's very much just totally backgrounded in the during the movie, and this short kind of explains why, but again, it is that thing of like, why the fuck was this not in the movie?
Yeah, like not to. We're not gonna do plot summaries because we don't do that shit anymore. Essentially, it's a short about how she feels very like distant from everyone despite living in Japan because she's been. Sorry, she has chosen. Of course, she was never. I wouldn't dare say she's
No,
been
she wasn't
forced.
forced.
Yeah, no, of course not. She's the Grandmaster of Flower Arranging's daughter, so she has chosen to follow in her mother's footsteps and start doing flower arrangements, and she's got a big exhibit coming up, etc.,
A
etc.
thing that she's always explicitly said she's never wanted to do, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry about the whole entire arc in the first series. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't know why you're also talking like that. Literally in this short, she's like, like complaining about it.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's mostly just like a band-aid on the issue of like I don't know. She's treated so fucking poorly. Like in the short, she's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to be doing this, but
Yeah, it does
them's the
like in the
breaks.
short. It does just kind of feel like an attempt to just tie a bow on like the scrap she's been given
Yeah,
throughout the
I
years.
I do feel that this is, I guess, something I'm gonna get into like at the end when I'm gonna throw the fucking incendiary firebomb that I like thought of like 30 minutes before recording.
God.
I don't think this is a particularly satisfying conclusion. There's a
Oh
particular
no.
like a line at the end of this that actually like I found kind of confusing, where she was like, "Oh, I've decided to take my own path," and I'm like, "Have you?" Because like,
Yeah, my own path, doing the thing my mom wanted me to do.
Yep.
And just not shit like talking about it ever.
because like, not the. I mean, we're not doing plot summary. We can like kind of skip ahead to like certain
Yeah,
things,
of course.
like if relevant,
If they're
right?
relevant, yeah.
Like in the credits of Kizuna, she's still seen doing the flower arranging shit. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like she's like looking. It's like her trying to find something new. Like, cause it's like this. Like in the short, she's only there because like, oh well, you're the Grandmaster's daughter, so you should be there doing a thing.
Yep.
So, but like no, it's like so you think, oh, she just finishes that because be weird not to, but and then go off and do her own thing. But no, she just sticks to it, I guess.
yeah, like I get this. I get the intent. I get the like my interpretation is that that's like the intent, but like it just kind of doesn't come off like that with everything like.
Yeah.
I guess it could. I don't know enough about like flower, like the traditions of flower arranging to begin with to like know enough. But it's like maybe with how much it focuses on like the arrangement she does at the end, like she's literally like making her own way of doing arrangements or something like that. Of like,
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think like the actual like flower, or like the thing she arranged, like the flower arrangement she makes at the end, like it's six like, I think it's six like fully grown flowers and then one little branch of like flower like buds.
Yeah, it's called Friends.
Which I'm assuming the interpretation is supposed to be that like she like all the other fully grown flowers are her friends, and then she's like the buds that are still supposed to like
Yeah.
blossom into something.
Yeah. But then as far as we know, that just never fucking went anywhere.
Yeah, so it's again like it's got like
Because
the idea, but like
because you know it's like I like genuinely you know it's like a character arc I think of that like they kind of tried to turn like obviously like it kind of like that wasn't the plan at first with how she is an adventure, but like that feels like what they're trying to do now.
Hmm.
You know what
mhm.
like I thought of fucking Yukiko in from Persona 4.
Oh,
Where like the
yeah.
thing is like, oh, she's forced into the family thing and she doesn't really want it, but then in the like then you do like her social like and the whole thing's eventually it's like, no, I'm coming back to do this, but this time it's because it's something I want to do and not because my family is forcing me into it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the thing that does kind of throw a wrench in that, like, I think that would be a neat way to do it. The thing that like that I think kind of does lean into she quits flower arranging, which is again why it's so weird that like materialistically nothing in anything related to Kizuna like shows any of this compared to everyone else. Is that this is supposed to be like in canon with the 02 epilogue, which is gonna be relevant for later, obviously. And in that, she is not a flower arranger. She does fucking fashion, I think.
Yeah, Mimi is doing what Sora's supposed to do at this point.
Actually, I wonder if that's why they had like the only conversation. I do genuinely wonder if that's why they had her have the only conversation she has with one of the other kids to be Mimi.
Yeah, where like because it is the conversation with Mimi that like spurs her forward to pursue her own path and stuff like that. Is Mimi kind of encourages her to be like, well, like you just got to put forth that kind of effort to keep in touch with everybody. And Mimi calls her because she's like, yeah, I noticed you stopped responding. Like, you good? And of course,
Yeah.
Mimi doesn't get anything in Kizuna or really in these shorts because her character arc was complete and perfect. So they really can't do anything more with her.
It's like
And I mean that
it's like
genuinely.
She kind of just like she's just kind of like I'm
She's
good.
chilling.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
It
she's just been that bid from our war game for the past 20 years.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it
good for
makes
her. She's fucking thriving. She's in her lane. Like, good for her.
I'm
it
happy for that
it,
nepo baby.
Yeah.
it makes me kind of want, like, even if it's not a movie, just like a post like O2 post Kizuna thing of like what like even if we all agree the epilogue is bad, like
Oh, where are they
Oh,
now?
not even that, but
okay.
like
Fucking.
how they get to the point of the epilogue being relevant, because like we still don't know the mechanics of how
Okay.
Daichi.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna throw my one in there, right?
Okay.
So, we've mentioned on this podcast a couple of times for like the question segments, like the ones where we're not just talking about the actual. Like, we've talked
Yeah.
about these movies like here and there before, and we've like thrown around the idea of like the third movie,
Yeah.
sort of like the tie. But like I've been wondering for a bit now, like how do you make that without just having it be like kind of a purely mechanical? And here's actually how Okomon worked. Here's how it's probably related to Yggdrasil. Here's how like like how that movie can actually have like a real story or like a real theme behind it. That's not just kind of mechanical explanations of how we got from point A to point B. And after watching this short, I came up with a take that like they would never do this, and even if they do this, they'd probably fuck this up. You know who I think the protagonist of that movie should be?
God, who?
Go on.
I think Sora should be the protagonist of that movie. I am 100% on this one because
You know,
she's the only one who still hasn't concretely found her path. She is one of the three who lost her Digimon, and it's like you can't just do Ty and Matt again because they just fucking did that this movie.
Learned like their lesson and like what they want to do. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and like Sora still has to learn her lesson, and then like her learning her lesson, and maybe like that relates to all the actual mechanical, like how it works kind of dealios, and that's how she gets Viamon back, and then that's also how they find out how to get Agu and Gabumon back. Like, I kind of fought on it for a bit. It's like, no, like the most sensible protagonist for this hypothetical third movie that maybe is or isn't happening at this point. We don't
I
fucking know.
I
Would
don't
be
think it is.
Sora. I don't think
Yeah,
it
I
is
don't.
either.
I don't
It's
think
I think the
It's way past that time.
Yeah.
also
like
since they made the anniversary short.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they did do the anniversary story. Like it in my head, I don't know that it would necessarily
Yeah.
even have to be like a movie as much as I would love like a third movie to like wrap up, the loose ends, whatever loose ends we have. Like it could just be like a 30-minute OVA, but I know that they won't do that or OVA, sorry.
Yeah, no. I don't think. I do think that there's a problem of just there's probably just not enough gas in the tank for that bit to be like a whole ass movie. But like a short, you could fucking do a music video with how like that's just like shows the fucking scenes happening. Like there really isn't much you need to do to like.
Hold up.
Leon, I'm echoing for your thing.
Oh, sorry. I leaned forward because my mouse was fucked up.
Yeah, the mic is
Ah.
really sensitive. You gotta be. Don't bring your headphones too close
Yeah,
to it.
I was just leaning. My mouse was
No, I know.
fucking up. Okay,
You're fine. Fuck.
you hate me. You hate me.
Fuck!
You should die.
Oh
but-
man, another domestic.
What?
Is that even?
No, it's animal
Whatever.
abuse.
Yeah, that's animal abuse. Actually, you're right. Abusing the pet.
No,
Anyway.
no, no.
Anyway,
We're not doing this.
Abusing the small Pomeranian. Anyway,
Shut
Not
up.
not the spare tire.
This is why I'm retiring, okay? And I
but
want
yeah,
my pension, goddammit.
Hmm.
So are we splitting their pay?
Anyway, Bridget, continue, please.
like I do think like the more I thought about it, more it's like there's probably just not enough there for like a fair movie. Plus, I'm gonna get into this much more in the beginning. I kind of think most of the actual thematically relevant like things have kind of been wrapped up by beginning, and the rest is pretty easy to just kind of interpret on your own anyway. But
Yeah.
like.
No,
I was just thinking like theoretically, if you did make this a third movie, I think the only actual protagonist that would make any sense is Sora, which would be really funny.
It's
God,
like
imagine.
because it is funny because I've always noticed that despite like how little of a bone she is thrown by anything, she always feels like she's remained a pretty popular character.
Yeah, no, she is. Like it's why it's so fucking confusing that every time like and it's like because it's not like every Digimon adventure thing has been worked on by the same people. Like Adventure 202 to try to Kizuna have had all pretty different people working on it. It's just everyone's fucking brains collectively turn off when writing this one specific character for some reason.
There's just one sticky
female
note
characters.
on the whiteboard. It just says #fuck Sora.
It's like it's not. Well, no, Leon, it's not even female characters because Mimi's treated great as long as you're not watching the sub or the dub.
The
rather.
dub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're not watching the dub, Mimi's treated fantastically. Like I said, like they write Mimi out of Kizuna immediately, and like she's only barely in this short because like her arc is just done. Like it's fully completed, and she took on that mentorship role in 02, and that was perfect for her. But like that's not needed anymore. She's just like she's done. They don't need
Also,
to
to
do
be
it
like-
anymore.
Also, like being fair, like Joe's in the movie longer, but for all he does in the movie, he could be like a faceless nurse, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, Sora, Joe, and Mimi are just literally not in this. They may as well not be in this movie. Honestly, Hikari and Takaru too.
Which for Hikari and Takaru is like fine because I assume they kind of knew they were doing a 0-2 on anyway, and
Yeah.
well, I mean, like how that pans out, we'll talk about next episode. But like they kind of knew that one, and Sora's the only one that's a real sticking point because like I feel like Joe is very much in the exact same spot as Mimi,
Well,
where it's just
yeah.
like he's
He's
just good,
done.
like he's
It's
got
just-
it, like
He's
it's
got
like
his
there's not-
he's got his path already.
They
Like there's
they
nothing more to
tried
be
to-
done.
They tried to do more with him, and it was a fucking awful idea.
That's true. yeah.
Yeah. We
And
should
then-
probably talk about the other
I
specials
know.
Yeah.
and then
It's
the
sorry.
movie.
We got on our.
This was the
it's,
most.
It's fine. Like
Yeah.
the actual movie, like on
This is
like
like the one the most to talk about. I think.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Plus,
this-
I think this can kind of just this episode can also just sort of pseudo serve as the start of the wrap up on just the thoughts on the
Adventure.
adventure continuity as a whole.
it's almost
Because
over.
we are just almost done with it.
Yeah.
Fucking finally.
We're not going to talk about that video or the music video because who fucking cares? And I didn't like it, so
Yeah,
You know
Kakuno's kind of a hack. We'll talk about that
know-
later.
yeah.
You know Himakami is in that?
But fuck you. No, she isn't. What?
Yeah,
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Dude,
Himekawa-
oh my God. He's a
Himakawa's back.
Himekawa, Mako, and I think Louis all make cameos in that thing.
dude. That
Yep.
guy's such a fucking hack. Okay. Anyway, the second short should have been in the movie entirely. The fact that it wasn't just in the movie is bizarre to me. It's a 2-minute conversation between Agumon and Gabumon while Koshiro, Taichi, and Yamato are having their secret discussion in the bathroom because there's no cameras in it. And it's just them talking about man, it's crazy how much Taichi and Yamato have changed, huh? And we haven't changed at all. And then they have a conversation about, how much they've enjoyed their time spent together and come to the conclusion that no, actually we have changed and we've grown as well. That's it.
I love Digimon.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
really
Agumon
good.
really
Agumon
nice.
gets
It's
and
awesome.
then Agumon get hungry.
Yeah. And he talks to Joe
Yeah.
about actively ripping a hole in
And-
his fucking fence.
Yeah, they rip a hole in the fence.
That's not a holy fucking tears that kid in half.
It's
It's
re-
Pour
it's
that
really
shit
funny how-
open.
It's really funny how I think by total total screen time, Joe is the one guy who gets the most out of these shorts.
Yes, for sure.
It's there. I think there's a little bit of a latent, in the very beginning of the show, of how destructive the Digimon are. Cough, cough. Digimon try, but it's done in a more realistic way of everyone is kind of used to Digimon now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been 10 years since the original
Yeah,
show.
that,
at
that
this
was
point.
always the weird thing about Try, where it was just all the problems that Digimon can cause, and it's we've had two whole in both of the previous shows there were entire arcs where the Digimon were causing shit in the real world. It's kind of too late to fucking do this now.
I mean, yeah, especially in the scene where the O2 squad is running around the college campus looking for stuff on Manoa. There's a bunch of scenes of people them questioning other people with their Digimon just out and about, and even one with a librarian playing with Armadimon.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But the bridge, though.
Oh my god, that highway overpass, people's commutes.
My fucking bike.
my phone, my groceries. The third one Joe or is the third one Jagras?
Joe.
Third Joe.
Joe.
Okay, yeah. So third one was about Joe. This is another one that's just really solid and probably I don't know. There probably wouldn't have been a good spot in the movie to put this, so I can understand why it was
No,
separate.
but when we are going to talk about the movie, I'm going to
Yeah.
refer back to this one when we talk about the movie, the villains,
Yeah,
motivations, I guess, because this one is actually really relevant for that one in a really funny way.
Mm.
This one was probably my favorite one of the bunch, actually. I
I
this
really
one's
like
really
this one.
solid.
The only thing you really need to know is that Gomamon gets hit by a fucking truck.
Yeah. So
He
we
gets
had
isekai'd.
we had a very brief discussion about this before the episode started, but I do want to talk about it again for 5 minutes because it's really fucking funny. So the fact that Gomamon gets hit by a truck, we now know that Digimon bleed, which is something that has literally never happened until this point, and it's kind of scary. What the fuck do you mean they bleed?
Oh,
Right
you know,
back.
My best friend shouldn't bleed. That's not right.
They're digital. Why are they bleeding?
it does have my favorite line, though,
Well-
of Gomamon going, "Oh, am I bleeding? I should probably stop that. Joe doesn't like blood."
It's just-
Where
It's
is it that
really good.
where is it O2 where we get the information that yes, the Digimon are technically digital beings, but they've existed since before technology was a thing?
Yeah,
And
that,
are,
that,
like-
yeah.
that adventure kind of this isn't always consistent, but it kind of depends on the world itself. But adventure is one of the ones where it's at least semi implied that Digimon like like kind of have their interpretate like have their origins in like yokai and like myth like that and stuff, and it just kind of like as technology prevailed, just kind of naturally moved on to like
Mm,
the digital being stuff.
yeah. And it's fucked up Gomamon bleeds is basically the point of this conversation. But
Yeah.
that's
It
weird.
really does give me the idea of like every time like a Digimon like goes from the digital world to the real world for those like gates, they just go, all right, I'm gonna feel a skeleton forming. I'm gonna feel blood just entering my veins. This is gonna suck. All right.
I always hate this part.
I
I
hate
always
this
hate.
bit.
I hate when the veins form.
Oh,
I
I
feel
hate
it.
this
I
bit.
feel it every time.
Do you know what it feels like to just feel bones grow inside you? It fucking blows.
I mean, of course, Digimon bleed. They had to fit it in with the 02 epilogue with Joe.
Oh yeah. This one does there is actually a line where Joe goes like, "Oh, Digimon don't have doctors, do they?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Is that a fucking lead into
I-
his thing into the epilogue?"
I genuinely think it might be.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
It's so stupid.
Fucking, where does that lead you? Back to me.
Doesn't the Joe special like
At least it
also
flows naturally.
I can't remember. I watched it today and I can't remember half of the details. Doesn't it like imply that like they take turns taking care of certain Digimon or something like
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Agumon is at Joe's place because Taichi's a terrible friend and literally just pawns Agumon off on all his other friends when he gets the chance, which we'll talk
I mean, it
more
doesn't
about in the
seem like
movie.
they mind, but
No, of course not. It just we'll talk about it during the actual like movie discussion about how kind of really fucked up it is the way Taichi and Yamato are treating their Digimon at the beginning. Fourth special is a very short thing about Biomon and Palmon trying to Jagras Digivolve because they think it's really cool. It also features Sylphimon doing stuff that is better animation than some of the stuff in the actual movie, which is really weird.
Yeah, that particular bit was like, especially for these shorts, was kind of shockingly higher end. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Someone just really wanted to animate Top Gun.
Yeah, they were just like,
Fair enough. I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, damn, Sylphimon
it
got
was just
shafted
sick
and
as hell.
everything else.
By the way, real quick, I like the bit at the end of the third short where Joe just kind of leaves Agumon on the street.
Dying on the street.
Melon.
My
Melon.
there's a wounded person here, and he's really hungry.
And then he just falls asleep.
He just falls.
God. Ugh. Yeah, the fourth one has no narrative weight. It's just a cute little thing where Palmon and Biomon are trying to Jagras with each other. And there's this really fun part where they're like Vmon stumbles upon them and they're running at each other, slamming into each other, trying to do it. And the noises Palmon makes every time she gets thrown back is like the best shit in the world.
It's Piomon and Hawkmon?
No.
Hawkmon?
Piomon and Palmon.
It's
Tillmon and Hawkman who find.
Oh, who finds
Piomon
them.
and
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
'Cause,
Vmon
'cause,
is the one
'cause,
who
like,
went to go find Wormon.
Yeah, because he's like, all right, I can just show you what Jagras is like, and then at the end he doesn't even fucking find. Like he's like, I can't find this fucking worm.
Yeah.
Save my life.
And they're in that terrifying costume. That's super cool.
And they're like, "Look, we're so cool, aren't we?" And Pimon's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, bud.
You guys got it. And then the
Awesome.
fifth short, which is actually the most important one narratively, because it completely
The
changes.
Shibuya type Digimon.
It changes
back.
events of the original Digimon series.
I think it changes canon.
It does.
I'm pretty sure
No.
this one. No, I'm pretty sure this one's non-canon because like this shit doesn't. There's a thing in here that just doesn't work
Hey,
at
they
all.
explained it. During
it's
their
after
Chuni
images.
phase, they learned how to create after images, and they
No,
faked
that's
their
not the-
own
that's-
deaths.
That's not even what I'm talking about. It's the bit where it's like, oh yeah, we like went through all the Dark Masters and Apocalypse before joining Vamnemon, and I'm like, that's just a continuity error entirely. That doesn't work like that way.
Well, they were
Nah,
fucking
don't worry
lying.
about it.
Yeah, the four sacred devils. Even though there's 5 of them.
I love that shit. It's so fucking funny. The most important part of that special is not the fact that they are alive and Gabumon getting pissed off, where he's just like, Yamato cried for you and you weren't even fucking dead.
Give me back Yamato's
By
tears.
the way, we should probably like explain real quick. It's the Gotsumon and Pommon who died during
Yeah.
during the original series and the
Yeah.
the Shibia type Digimon like
Mm,
episode who
episode.
come back as like fully grown adults and like they're actually super cool and have had all these powers and can like fight and make after images because they have
Yeah.
a fucking Chinibio disease.
Yeah. They have human girlfriends now too.
Yeah, they're Ginza type Digimon now. I really like the way the line Gamon, or at least the way it was translated in particular, where Gamon goes, I want you to give the tears Yamato cried for you back."
Good stuff.
They're really good.
My personal favorite bit is just like Vmon just being constantly like
He thinks they're so cool.
They're
he's
so
so
cool.
constantly in awe
Just
of what these two
constantly
are
screaming.
saying. Even though it's clearly like all bullshit. Like none of that makes any fucking sense.
One of my favorite aspects of their, because like Bridget said, they're fully grown adults, as in they're like human adult sized, but still have the appearance of fucking Digimon. So like because they're Ginza type Digimon now, so they're wearing a bunch of like expensive like jewelry and accessories, and like Gotsumon has a bunch of rings on, and Pumpmon also has rings on, but his hands are like mittens, so it's just one big ring around like where the four fingers would be. It's so stupid.
And his shades. Don't forget his shades.
Of course, yeah, his cool shades that he takes off to unleash his true power.
It's fucking pentagram. I fucking
So stupid. Oh god. All right, now the actual movie.
It's
Oh,
pretty
God.
good.
So let's
This is
let's
the last
do
evolution, so I heard.
yeah. We'll do we'll do just simple 1 to 2 sentence thoughts from each of us, and we'll go opposite order. So we'll start with Bridget and we'll end with me this time.
I think I'm probably the highest on this movie out of all of us. I think anyway. I genuinely think this is not only such a monumental upgrade from the shit that came before it, like to an unbelievable degree. I genuinely think this is maybe one of the like kind of smartest written Digimon things we've ever gotten. Just great film, genuinely great.
All right.
Yuki, there you go.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna keep it short. I think the movie's good. I like the beginning a lot, way better because I fuck with the 02 casters way more. They're they're better. They're a better cast of friends, but yeah, no. After try, you can't go wrong.
I'm with my opinion is that I'm with Bridget on this one. I really like this movie, but it also every time I watch it I go, wow, nobody knows what the fuck a Digimon is or does. Like no, we're all flying by the seat of our pants. Even
I mean, to
Genai.
be fair, that's just Bandai. They don't fucking know what like.
No,
The
I
book
think
wasn't
it's
made yet.
in my listen. I'm delusional, but in my head, it's a core point of this movie that nobody knows what the fuck will happen.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think you're kind of right.
You know, sorry, I can get my thought together. Yeah, no, I'm mostly like, I like obviously like it's really good as just a big fat apology for the last like couple of years that the franchise, but I do agree that it's mostly smartly written, but I think for me it's like kind of just like I think the like most of like the first chunk of the movies like fought like pretty decent, and then I think it's mostly just like most of the movie really doesn't matter. It's just like that final scene that like just caps it all off. Like that's the most important part. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Hold on, I'm formulating what I want to say.
Plot has to be funny or they die.
Yeah, true. As for me, I think this movie's dog shit. I think
Okay.
it's really
All right, let's move on.
let me fucking finish. I'm doing a bit.
No, fuck you. You bit is stupid, and I
I-
Bit
hate it.
denied.
I think it's fucking stupid that it goes against the core tenets of Digimon, and like the whole point of the movie is saying you have to grow up and let go of what made you like happy as a child. I think it's fucking stupid that the movie says that blatantly in its text because I can read and I'm an adult who can read. So I think it says that because I can read.
Who the
I
fuck
think-
put a YouTuber review in here? What the hell?
No, it's not
Fucking,
even that. I think Lot's legal name is Manoa Bellucci.
No, I
Oh, hey, how
obviously.
you doing?
Well, if everyone hadn't shut the fuck up, Yuki. If everyone hadn't interrupted
I can
me.
fix her.
Anyway, yes, I very
Man,
much
really,
like this
that
movie.
one?
I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. I think every subsequent watch of this movie, I'm a little less hot on it. I've settled on this point. Like my opinion on it is plateaued. Where I really love this movie. It's probably like my third favorite Digimon thing. But yeah, it's mostly just like pacing. Not even pacing. It's mostly just like there are certain parts in the middle where I feel like they just kind of drag, and that's really the only complaint I have. And the only reason I like the two things I like better than it more than it is because I like the vibes of those so much. And also I just really fucking like the O2 crew. I love them so fucking much. They're my favorite part of this movie too.
I also very minor thing. I was watching Kizuna and I went, "Wow, I think O2 like 0 to the beginning might be better, like more well animated than this."
I don't know.
Oh, great. Pretentious and delusional.
I don't
I
actually
think, like
Not
I
by like
think-
a sh-
I
Go
think
ahead.
O2 gets away with like stronger bursts of animation, but it also kind of gets to do that because half of that movie is like the O2 cast standing around in the same like in like one of like 3 rooms.
it
Okay,
is
that's
a
They
very
fair.
a lot on stuff there.
it is a yeah, the beginning is a very very like I don't know I don't know the word to describe it, but yeah. Like this movie has action sequences. Beginning doesn't really. Like the opening scene of this movie is the best animated part of it, like by a long shot too. The finale doesn't
Yeah.
even come close to how well this is animated.
Okay,
One
so
big punch.
before like we begin on like the actual plot,
Yeah.
there's a couple of like interesting production things I guess like
Yeah,
that
actually-
are worth mentioning.
Yeah, because I didn't read up any of this. So yeah, by all means.
So the animation studio for this is not necessarily like Toei is like has like their hands in this. They like supervise this, but they are not the actual animation studio for this movie. It's a studio called Umeda Company, which is not a particularly well-known animation studio. Like they haven't done, as far as I can recall, much notable work.
I have never
but
heard of them in my life.
the only reason that I have ever heard of them is because this is very specific, but they were one of like the 6 major support studios who did the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters anime, and in particular would typically be responsible for the episodes that are of like much higher quality than like the rest of that show would be.
Interesting.
Like the very first episode of the series. I'm trying to think of like other notable ones. Have you ever seen that like really insanely like animated looking bit that's like Joey getting fucking incinerated
Yes. Yeah.
by Raw? Like that
Yeah.
like they did that episode, for instance. Like
That,
those
that makes sense because like I remember with the part with Joey, they have a very distinct like they do heavy line work, like
they do
really
very heavy.
Yeah.
That's also where the animation director Takahiro Kagami is from, who would go to do like the animation direction on the 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Like not the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie, but like Bonds Beyond Time and Dark Side of Dimensions, which are also
Oh.
like fucking like insane
Yeah.
looking. Like so that's and let me look this one up really quickly here, because I believe the animation director. Was the anime? Okay, no, he's not the animation director, but like one of the animation directors who would do those Yu-Gi-Oh episodes by that studio. Like, it's a heavy animator on this one, so that was just like a weird bit of like production crossover. That's like I just sat there like I did not think that would link those two together like that. That's really funny.
Hmm.
Um, probably the most noteworthy thing about this movie's production is it's two technically, but like really only one director, and sort of the weird fallout between them.
Oh yeah, this I know about,
So
but
the
go ahead.
so the actual director is a guy called Tomohisa Taguchi, who is a pretty new like up and coming guy. He got to start doing like stuff for like the Persona 3 movies and the 4 Golden anime. Did only other things I see here that's done like would be particularly noteworthy is he did both direction and series composition on Akudama Drive, which was a original anime by the Danganronpa creator. And is currently working closely with fucking guy of all time, Kubo Tide, as he likes to be called now, on the currently airing Bleach Thousand Year Blood War adaptation.
It sounds like nothing but hits. So
But he was joined for a while by original series director. Let me quickly get his name here. Hiroyuki Kakudo. So this was like this was like a point of like when this movie was announced. This was like kind of a bit like a big thing that they announced with the announcement of this movie was that like original staff on Digimon from Digimon Adventure, including Kakudo, was on this production. But about 6 months, I think, before this movie's Japanese release, he had revealed that he had quit the staff on this movie after something that was approved that he claimed was incompatible with what the previous series have established, which pretty unsubtly is likely the sort of main, I guess you'd call it, mechanic of the movie,
yeah.
where with the whole like Digimon can disappear when the whole timer thing, basically, which is there's a big old elephant in the room that's saying address me. So like like okay,
Yeah, we can
this
talk
kind
about
of
it.
ties into this kind of ties into another thing about both this and the beginning, where it's like okay, like all the modern like post O2 adventure stuff, like typically like you talk about you talk about the adventure reboot. It's like there's a couple of shooters for those, but like generally agreed upon that those are very low quality works that most people pretty typically disregard as being mostly pretty bad.
Yeah.
These ones are a lot more contentious by comparison, mostly because unlike those other two things, these movies have like actual things to say. But generally you can find one or two camps which are like people like us who are generally really positive on these movies, and or a sect of people who fucking hate, like some people hate these fucking movies.
Which is that's insane to me. Like, I know like
Yeah, they're weird.
they're well, yeah, they're wrong, but like I know like they're a much rarer breed. But tell me, Bridget, which camp does the director of the original adventure series fall into?
So he very much falls into the latter, to the point where, and like this is why I brought this up, because this quote by Kakudo is often like used as a big linchpin in the argument against like these movies, Kizuna in specific. And I guess to like bridge the gap between like talking about that, like into actually talking about the movie. How do you guys feel about that particular plot line and like, I guess also by extension, Kakudo's like reaction to it?
Oh, I think he's a fucking hack. It's like,
I
like
wasn't even aware.
I didn't like have an insane amount of respect for the director of the original Adventure series to begin with, because like, I, I'm very much not a person who puts a whole huge amount of stock on like one member of staff, unless like they clearly were like it's something is like their baby. I don't really care too much, but like, when they say, "Oh, the original adventure director is going to be working on these movies," that does inspire some amount of hope. Obviously, to then learn after the movies come out and are really good that he hates them and then made that fucking music video that it kind of sucked and was ass. I was like, oh, so this dude like just he just sucked. Like he can't. He's a hack. He's washed. Okay. Like, oh, all right. I guess that's just how it is now. That's really just like it's really funny that he's in the camp of these
Yeah.
movies are terrible. Also, fucking incompatible with
I
the
really
yeah.
I really fuck with the Dark Ocean though.
Oh god.
That is
It's
kind
like-
of like that is kind of like where I'm sitting, where it's like it just feels like a super weird hill for him to die on, where it's like you were there for like original Adventure in Zero Two. Those things fucking constantly introduced new things into the lore that sometimes made so little sense that you would get like actual 10-minute fucking explanations on like why these totally fit in the lore now
Got-
though.
guy who directed the show where there's an episode where Genai spends like 15 minutes going, no. Here's what's really going on.
Like
guy who was the director during the Dark Masters arc, where they have an entire episode dedicated to making up a
retconning the shit out of the entire series up until that point. On some level, I almost get it. Like, if you are a
Yeah.
creator of
Yeah.
something, like you
I
do
understand the
have probably
frustration, yeah.
a specific interpretation, and like maybe this just really did not like vibe with Kakudo's specific interpretation of how things are in Digimon. I have to still unfortunately put some respect on his name. He directed X Evolution. But man, this just doesn't feel like the hill to die on. Like, if you actually look at the context of original Adventure and how it typically handled this stuff, this just is not the hill to die on. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people lose it with time. Like, it's been 20 years. By the time this movie came out, it had been 20 years. Maybe he doesn't even fucking remember what Digimon's about at this point.
By the way, like I did look this up, between like X Evolution and that Beyond short thing, he had basically not been the solo director on fucking anything. It's really funny.
That checks out.
He's done specific episode direction, and then that was kind of it.
Yeah. Kind of a shame, but what can you do? This is why they tell you don't meet your heroes. Unfortunately, nowadays you don't have a choice because the internet exists, and you'll be forced
they're on fucking Twitter and shit.
You'll be forced to meet your heroes in ways you never thought you would.
God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I can see why I'm mostly on board with like the whole like time, like, you know, the breaking your bond and then there's a timer and all that shit. But I can see how someone would be like it just feels really jarring.
Yeah.
But like, you know, fucking again, the lore changes, like, you know, that's like a big one to introduce. But like, but I can understand, even though like the lore changes constantly in this fucking series, I can understand how that'd be a really off-putting one at least. But like,
Yeah.
no, I like what comes of it.
I think it's an
It definitely-
interesting wrench to throw in there, especially because like it almost feels like when the entire series has been about how important the bonds between partners in Digimon are, to get to a point where you fucked up enough to cause that bond to be canceled, that's a really interesting thing to explore. Because like it only happens to the people who have royally fucked up this like
Yeah.
partnership. some earlier than others. I guess we can. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I like it. Like, I think it, like, yeah, like you said, it, like, I think it does do this. This is why, like, I find the argument for this is like on the same tier as like something like Try fucking ridiculous and stupid, because like, no, absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
It's
Like, this movie actually has things to say, but like, what I like about it is that like this particular plot line is that like it takes, again, like you said, the core tenet of what Digimon is like about, and I think it does challenge it in like a legitimately mature way, like in a way that like would, like, you know, takes that core tenet and puts it in the context of something that like an adult would have to deal with in a way,
Yeah.
which is a thing Try flirted with, kind of, but had nothing concrete to do there or say anything about. So, you
Yeah.
know,
It's like there's a lot you can do. Like the idea Try was doing, where it's like, God, we're gonna just this is getting off the rails entirely, but who fucking cares? Like just the idea of like doing these more introspective looks at like, okay, the core of the series is about these bonds. What if something about that bond was just kind of not correct, and really diving deep into those kind of ideas? Like with Kizuna, it's what if the bond had been so like a really strongly established bond, like faded over time because of some various reasons. And then like Try being, what if the bond was wanted but actively harmful to people involved in that bond, even if they did want to keep it? And then, you know, beginning being like, what if the bond was forced upon them and neither person knew what they were doing and it hurt both of them in the process? Like, it's all really interesting stuff. Try fails miserably at doing it, and I would love to see something tackle what Try was trying to do.
I mean, isn't like Morphomon and Manoa's relationship a little bit like that?
Morphomon and Manoa's relationship feels like, to me, it feels like the fucking Himekawa Tapermon thing, but like someone actually remembered to like write the scenes, like,
Yeah,
for it this time.
yeah, because like May and Meikumon are very just like they do love each other very much, and they are like best of friends. But the existence of the bond between them is actively killing both of them, technically. So, like, it's not a good thing that it exists, even if they want it to. And I think that's a fascinating angle, and I would love to see something tackle that more. But, you know.
I figured it out. I know how they're gonna do it.
Hmm?
So you know how we're getting those retreads of Dragon Ball Super?
No, I was thinking it. I was thinking it.
No.
Try for
it.
Digimon Adventure.
Digimon Adventure Mega Try.
Kumon.
Digimon Adventure Try :
I don't know. I
would
don't want colon.
I would fucking jump off a bridge.
Okay. All right, let's
It's
talk.
Digimon Try, but for the reboot continuity specifically.
Oh my god, ooh, no. Okay, talking about Kizuna. Let's talk about Kizuna. Only Kizuna.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, like we talked about it here and there, but like obviously the whole theme of Kizuna is that kind of like bonds breaking, and like just the fallout of that kind of thing happening. Like, even if this is someone who was your best friend in the entire world, maintaining that relationship requires effort.
like when
Yeah.
you put like the well, hey, when people grow up, sometimes they drift apart.
Yeah. And like, you know, if you have a best friend in the entire world who's you're like is there for you through thick and thin, maybe don't leave them with your friends when you go to your college classes, and then only meet up with them when you're called to action, and then immediately dump them on your friends again.
And then when you and your friend that does the exact same thing as you bring up that you guys are doing that and both openly go, We should take our Digimon to like our college classes and whatnot. They both openly laugh, going, "Nah, that'd be dumb."
They immediately shoot down the idea. I kind of love like this is gonna sound really fun, like funny. I kind of love how much Taichi is fucking ruining his own life in this
Yes.
movie.
No, I adore it. I like Taichi being so frustratingly stupid and like not getting that it's his own fault is ooh, it's good.
The fact that it doesn't hit the second he says the line,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've never brought you to my home before? Huh, I thought I
Like
did."
it's crazy that he says that and
Not
doesn't get
once!
it.
Like and I actually like this a lot because this lines up with what we know about Taichi from the original, where he, like all the way back to the original short, right? Like he was always like the one in charge with like Hikari and stuff. Like he always from very young age, like to obviously like being the leader of the fucking Digidestin in the original series, like had to assume a lot of like responsibility very early on, and I feel like that kind of naturally leads into like him in this movie where he just like he feels like he has to be some kind of like idea of like a mature adult person,
Yeah.
like he has to like he literally like basically tells himself he kind of has to grow up because like that's just kind of what's almost expected of him. And it's like, but it's like entirely self-inflicted. There's a line like really early on where like Hikari basically like asks him like, "Hey, like mom's been like asking about you. Like, she says you're like good to move back in because like he lives on his own, but like his apartment's fucking terrible. It's really tiny. Like
Yeah.
he says a line early on about like to Agumon, like where he's like, yeah, no, don't make too much noise. The walls are really thin. Like it's a shit fucking apartment. Um, he has no fucking idea. Like he goes to college, but he has no idea what he's doing there. Like absolutely pursuing fucking nothing outside of just going to college for the sake of it. He's like he's like paying for his own apartment like through a shitty pachinko like parlor job that he clearly fucking hates. He like he's like a habitual drinker. Like he it very much is implied that he drinks at least one beer with his dinner every single night. He kind of he very he very like pathetically clearly like sits in his own apartment by himself jerking off to porn mags like
The fact that Agumon can just sniff that shit out.
Oh,
That
it's
shit
like
was
like
drenched.
like 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 his life kind of sucks ass and it's all his fault.
so
I don't
because
think Agumon should be saying, "Yeah, his fridge is filled with beer."
it's
Yeah.
so like obviously when I was doing my like I did my bit about being someone who's wrong about this movie. The most frustrating part of the people who are wrong about this movie is that they're not entirely wrong. They understand what it's saying, but then
They're right in the wrong direction.
yeah,
Their
they
heart's in the right
understand.
place. They're just stupid.
Yeah, they understand what it's saying. They just draw the wrong conclusion from it. It's like because there's this whole thing with the bonds breaking. They don't super like explain exactly what causes it. Many people give many reasons as to why they think the bonds break. Minoa says it's you when you grow up. She just says it's when you grow up, your bond breaks.
When you become an adult,
Yeah, when you become an adult, when you grow up. Genai says when you no longer have like infinite potential. And I think that's the more correct read on it.
I
But
mean, Manoa also says the like interpretation is the potential bit where like Digimon appear towards children at first specifically because of their infinite because of their
mhm.
higher degree of potential, which
And
again I sort of reaffirms. But like the conclusion Manoa draws is that the potential just kind of I guess naturally dries up when you quote unquote grow up.
yeah, rather than so like hold on, I need to regather my thoughts. So the idea being like that because again I mentions if you find a way to rediscover your infinite potential, maybe the bond could be reforged. And it's really interesting because everyone who still has their Digimon are people who have like decided on a path for themselves, which almost ironically seems to be limiting their potential because it's like, well, they no longer have infinite possibilities. They've narrowed it down to
They've
just
settled.
one.
They settled on their possibility. The linchpin against Manoa's interpretation specifically, really hysterically, and this is like kind of referring back to that one short, is actually Joe,
Mhm.
because Joe, earlier than I think anyone fucking else, like decided on his path. He wanted to be a doctor, a thing that he has stuck to for about like 15 years at this point in the timeline.
Yeah, he had already
Never
decided on it by the end of Original Adventure.
never went straight from it. Like, is older than everyone else. So
And
like,
there's no sign Gomamon's going anywhere.
Yeah.
yeah, Gomamon is with him the whole time, and like in that short, in the like in that in the movie, like Gomamon is just there and is totally fine.
Yep. And it very much like reinforces this idea that having that infinite potential doesn't mean like having all these possibilities open to you. It means that like you as a person can like have an infinite amount of things you can achieve, even if it is in one specific thing. Like that's something you want to do, you're putting your entire being into pursuing that goal and everything. Like the other example of someone who pigeonholed themselves into something, one specific thing, but very clearly doesn't want to be doing that thing, is Sora. And she loses Piyomon even earlier than Taiji and Yamato lose theirs. Like,
Because she's kind of forced herself to do the flower arrangement thing out of like I get
obligation.
the obligation slash like kind of peer pressure kind of deal stuff,
Mm.
and like she hates it. And like another thing I think about the infinite potential thing is like not even just like pursuing like a path you dislike, but also like kind of ruining your own life in the process of like
Yeah.
of like not doing what you like actually want to do.
Mm.
Because like in that short, like Mimi comments on how like Sora doesn't really talk with anyone. Sora like actively like shoves Biomon away at one point in that short, and like as a result, Biomon like ends up disappearing at the end. And like the same thing's happening here. Like Taichi doesn't keep good contact with his friends. Again, we mentioned Agumon just gets like shoved out basically entirely. Like not only is Taichi like not really actually doing anything, but like the things that like the way he's living his life fucking sucks. Like he's living a miserable life, right?
Yeah. It's just it's fucking terrible for him. And another big part of it is like every other person who still has their Digimon, they are with them constantly. The Digimon partners are involved in their lives and are like along with them and helping them. Like Palmon's constantly helping Mimi. She's like doing like stalking stuff. She's talking with her. Like Gomamon obviously doesn't get to see Joe as much because he's at fucking medical school and needs to focus. So Gomamon can't really be there, but that's understandable. And like they still talk to each
Outs-
other. Goma still
yeah,
lives at the fucking apartment.
yeah. Goma lives at the apartment. He like even hangs out at the hospital. Like he's there when like Joe is like you know, uh, like when they're in the hospital room when Mimi gets like hit by the thing.
Yeah.
Like so he clearly joins Joe at the hospital. Tentomon just like I mean, Izzy owns the fucking company, so Tentomon just gets to
Yeah.
hang around Koshiro the entire time.
Tentomon's his babysitter.
Making
You
sure it
got
doesn't
any
fall
empty
trash.
water bottles up there?
It's
You drinking that fucking oolong tea again? And then
You're gonna shit yourself, bud.
it's actually really funny that they show that he actually still has like the fucking oolong tea addiction. It's so fucking good. And I think the biggest like, and this is I think so. One of the bigger things about this movie going off of Try was that the 02 cast, partially as an apology, is actually involved in the movie this time.
God, I love them.
And
I love them so much.
I think the thing that they end up serving in this movie, more than even like the other like adventure guys, like is just as like an example of like this is how it still can be, and this is how you probably should be doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
Like the first scene we see them in, it's Iori, Ken, and Daisuke just getting ramen in New York City. Like they like all three of their partners are with them, eating along with them. They're having a great time, having a bunch of conversation. Miyako shows up because they were like Yamato asked them to look into Minoa Bellucci. So like they all meet up and go to the university, and like their Digimon are with them the entire time. They're just having a great time. They're talking with each other. The four of them clearly still keep in very close contact because they do shit like, you guys want to grab some ramen in fucking New York City because we can just do that because we're the best friends and love hanging out with each other. And like this is something we get in the beginning as well, where it's like the O2 crew are such better actual friends with each other. Like these guys
Yeah,
love
it's a
hanging out
pretty-
with each other.
it's a really
They're
consistent
just the
like,
ideal
thread.
cast.
Yeah. Like, it's a really consistent thread, but it's like the O2 crew just kind of is the better of the two. Like,
Yeah, they're just more well adjusted, I guess.
Like, they're constantly in contact with one another. They can open gates whenever. So like if they put their Digimon in the digital world, they can just go see them whenever, if for whatever reason, if they're ever separated.
which they almost never like.
Yeah, almost never are.
Like Daisuke and Vemon are just like, I actually don't even think those two like spend a single fucking second apart.
True.
Like,
It's wonderful.
God damn it, I hate the fucking thought that crept in my head where it's like Daisuke could be like. God, Daisuke could be out having sex with his girlfriend, and Vemon would be standing in the room going, "You got this, Daisuke."
Yeah, he's Daisuke's personal hype man.
Yeah.
5 more minutes, you'll last longer than last time.
Oh,
Oh,
all right, man.
Oh my fucking
Sorry, no,
God.
that's really funny.
You want some more condoms? I went to Rite Aid earlier.
Shut the fuck up.
You need some water, bud?
Oh my
You're looking a little
fucking-
dehydrated there, buddy.
Don't worry, Daisuke. I picked up some Gatorade for you before we left. Need to refill those electrolytes. This is a hell of a workout.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need anything else? You're good? You're gonna keep laying down? Okay, all
Okay.
good.
I think the little blue man needs to leave.
No. If you want to fuck me, Vemon stays.
You want to make it weird? I'll make it weird. Vmon, go get Wormmon.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, we have to move on.
Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah. They are essential to this movie, and they are wonderful, and I love them.
My favorite bit with my boy.
Yeah.
Minomon, just hanging around Ken's arm.
like a hand, like a fancy purse.
Yeah. It's really cute.
so we talked a lot about Tai Chi in this context, but like there is it isn't just happening to him.
Yeah.
Worth mentioning.
Yeah. We learn less about Yamato's specific circumstances because like we don't have the scenes of like the apartment and everything when it comes to him, but we do know
Yeah.
that he's in college for. But do we ever get one? Because like Tai Chi is
Yeah,
in.
kind
no.
of like
I think he's also still like figuring it out because he mentions later. 'cause
I
he's-
actually no. I think like seemingly like I don't know if that was just a fuck up on their part, but like in the short, Mimi mentioned he's in fucking college for like was it aerospace engineering.
that was actually
Oh,
the one
right.
that I find really weird because it kind of feels like in the movie he like even mentions like he's considering grad school and he's like saying like it's own, but even grad school's kind of only just a way for me to like
Put
stall
off.
out having to make a decision for like another couple of years.
Yeah, it might have
What
been.
I think
Yeah.
what I think is actually the case with Yamato, like this is how I'm choosing to interpret it. I just feel like the movie didn't communicate this very well. Is I think his like the idea is that like his his actual interest does in fact lie in like aerospace engineering and like being a fucking astronaut. But like it's kind of like a parallel with him dropping the harmonica thing, where it's like, well, yeah, I had to let it go because it's like too childish.
Mhm.
Like, and I'd like to think the idea with Yamato is that like he's considering it, but it's like the idea of like actually seriously considering being an astronaut just seems like maybe like again also a bit ridiculous and childish to him, and he's like just like kind of mentally blocking himself from making that decision, which is
Yeah.
kind of how he is inhibiting his potential in that way.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. And like we know Tai Chi's part of the poli sci and econ courses,
Yeah.
as he mentions it directly. Yeah, like Yamato has like a friend who's going off to do fucking. He like got a job offer or something. Like we know
Ye-
Taichi has 2 unnamed friends, and Yamato has 1 unnamed friend.
Now they're the most like guy ass fucking guy designs possible. Just some
Yep.
fucking dudes.
Just some fucking
I
dudes.
love the line in the dub specifically for that unnamed dude that he goes, "Oh yeah, you're like everyone's saying you're going to the military or whatever, because like, what are you guys like the digi ordained or whatever?"
Oh god, I forgot. Yeah, like they're very well known as being the people who saved the world multiple times.
Yeah. In the sub, it's mentioned there's like a rumor going around that like Yamato is like gonna join fucking JDF or
Yeah.
something.
Mm. Which is really funny.
Yeah. And he's like, no, what? Shut up. No.
But yeah, like and essentially everything else about Yamato is the exact same. Where like he never brings Gabumon anywhere because he feels like he can't. And like it's so odd because they don't have any reason to think that because everyone else does it.
Yeah, like Armadillomon's helping like Iori in his job. Like
Yeah,
he helps out with paperwork.
it's such an odd thing where it really is just those 2 fuckers feel like they need to grow up, and I guess they almost feel like their bonds with their little dinosaurs from when they were children are too childish for them to focus on anymore. Like they're adults now, they
Yes.
can't be hanging out with the little dinosaurs.
It's very much, and again, I kind of like this because this feels pretty congruous with how they are in adventure and stuff. Like it just
Yeah.
feels like kind of a like very much a like thing of looking too much deep, not even actually looking deeply inwards, but like not really looking at their surroundings and just kind of focusing on like this one thing and just kind of bullheaded going straight for it and not really considering how things are kind of outside of like their own lives basically.
Yeah, this is like the definition of missing the forest for the trees.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very funny. God. I'm trying to think of what else we need to like actually hit on.
So how about
I could talk.
Manoa?
I was gonna say
I
we'll
would-
probably start with like the
Oh,
villain,
right.
like the Aosmon as well. Like what's the
Oh, yeah.
driving force of this movie?
Before we
I
go on
did-
that, Leon,
no,
what did
but
you
What
have
were
to
you gonna
say?
say, Leon?
Mine is about Manoa, and it's something I specifically noticed in the battle against Aosmon the first time.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you can just yeah, we can just work off that.
So, notably, like we as viewers have already seen the movie. We know that like she is the one that is sort of like puppeteering Aosmon to do all this stuff. Which in my head means she has a reason for them to go in and fight Aosmon. And I think that reason is to force it to digivolve? Maybe?
I would believe that.
Like back it into a corner such that it like has to get stronger to survive.
Yeah.
But also what I noticed is when Omnimon like sort of freezes because the timer starts, like the countdown timer starts, she is legitimately shocked.
Huh.
She's not like fake shocked. She is like, oh shit, this thing I
maybe-
know about just happened.
maybe like low key it was like partially that, but also maybe partially like she wanted someone like because like the way that that scene was going, because like she didn't predict the Omnimon thing, but if that didn't happen, like Omnimon would have absolutely fucking destroyed Eosmon in that scene.
It could have
Right.
been like her last bit of like, like if someone can stop me now, it's the last chance.
Yeah.
That leads
I
into
mean,
another. Oh, go ahead.
there could have just also been another AOS mod floating around still.
That's true.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
true.
true.
Yeah, probably.
The other thing I noticed is like throughout the movie we see that she is specifically keeping tabs on the adventure crew and only the adventure crew. Like she has access to their phone, like she can see through their phone cameras
Yeah.
and whatnot. And when I first saw it, I went, is she specifically keeping tabs on them because they are like they are a threat to her, like to her and her like mission.
I mean,
And
I think she's. There you go. Sorry.
no, that later gets confirmed when she's talking with how did I forget his name?
The
Bug
FBI
boy.
guy.
Koshiro?
No,
Koshiro.
Koshiro. Hold on, where's the quote? She literally goes, "You guys are the strongest team." Like she points it out. Like I think she was keeping tabs on them and like keeping them at arm's length just so that like she could be there if things go wrong.
She also
And do
very
something
much
about them.
also very much needed Koshiro's list.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
she
also
was
part of it.
also. There's that, and also like I mean, I assume she was also. I mean, she's probably shocked for seeing that that's happening to Taichi as well, because like I mean, she's not doing this because she doesn't want to do this. She's convinced herself she has to.
Yeah.
Right. She's a bit delulu. I will not deny this.
A bit.
Um
A smidge.
it's also like they don't make it super clear, but I think by the time that like she goes to Koshiro for the list, I think she's straight up like rushing her thing because she knows she knows that she's been had.
Oh yeah. Like she has to do it then.
But yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much because she slips up because like how would she know that he has the list? Like why even Koshiro is like why are you here? Like she like
She really was just like, man, fucking failed to consider the Koshiro factor, son of a bitch.
He's true. Oh, alright, I forgot this
He
kid's
is
like a turbo
genius,
genius.
God, Kosiro giving them burner phones is so fucking funny.
It is really funny how like Taichi and like especially Yamato are trying to spearhead things, and the one actually doing all the stuff that makes any of this fucking possible is Koshiro yet again.
So
The
business
funniest
as
part-
usual.
Yeah, exactly. And the funniest part is Yamato's just fucking wrong. Like completely and utterly wrong.
Oh yeah, they all like they're all they're finding information about Manila, but they're all at first they're just
They're-
trying to dig up info because they're suspicious of the fucking guy who's with her.
No, it's Kyotaro. He's using Manoa.
Like it's so funny because like yeah, they end up finding like pretty important information that does help in the end, but they're finding it for the wrong fucking reasons and aren't realizing what's right in front of them because Yamato was so focused on no, it has to be Kyotaro who's doing this shit, dude. It has to
Yeah.
be.
Yamato's too busy trying to think he's Jason Bourne.
I think it's even funnier because when Miyako is relaying this information, she outright says, "I mean, really? She's too smart to get manipulated like this, right?" Because she's like a genius. She went to college when she was like 9. Like that's like a big part of her character.
she was 14 because that's when she loses Morphomon.
Yeah, I forgot what fucking age she was.
And then you get to the scene where Yamato does finally track down Kyotaro where Takara is being held. And Kyotaro just said, yeah, dude, wasn't me, sorry.
Pulls up the FBI
You're wrong.
badge.
No, it has to be you. You want to see my fucking like ID, dude? Like I'm with the FBI. Like
I was like, wait, why don't you
Immediately.
It's like, okay, dude, okay, yeah, I believe you. Can you put the fucking gun away?
I really like this like a lot because I think like there's a lot of stuff that like really says a lot about how Taichi really has not like matured in a way that like he thinks he has slash should have. There's not as much for like Yamato by comparison, but that whole particular bit I think really does a lot to carry like how Yamato is actually like he's really not that much further ahead than Taichi is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the more I think about it, that this whole like fucking thought process reminds me of there's like a plot line in the Batman.
Oh my god, the fucking penguin one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's like exactly that. It's really funny. No, I actually like my kind of read on it is that like he's trying to solve it like he's trying to solve a thing in the original Digimon adventure, and it's like that's kind of like a showcase of how like he really has not progressed mentally that much further than he thought he had.
Nope.
I'm so glad Gabumon was ready to incinerate that fucker.
Also, yeah, it sounds like that shit was so fucking funny. Just like that, the whole fuck. Like, I'm sorry to bring up Try again, but just like Try fucking wasting like half of its runtime on just like, oh, people might get hurt and all this fucking collateral and all this shit, and then like in Last Evolution, they're like Yamato's ready to have Gabumon burn a guy to death.
They've had enough. It's been a couple of years. God.
I don't care about that bridge no more.
All right, let's talk about the finale.
It's pretty
I feel
good.
like we haven't really gone much into Manoa yet, though.
I mean, the finale is
do
where we
you
get
kinda wanna
everything
bridge
about her. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
So obviously, like Minoa winds up fucking comatosing Koshiro, because as it turns out she's been doing this because her intention is to get all the Digidestined and put them in a permanent state of stasis during like the quote unquote happiest times of their lives, which was essentially when they first got partnered with their Digimon and were having nice, fun adventures with them. The funniest,
which is already like, was that the nicest time in their lives? That was fucking terrifying to them. Like,
yeah, they were kind of like terrified at all times during those portions of their lives. I'm pretty sure when they were just getting to chill at home with their best friends in the entire world, they probably would have been a lot more happy with that. Like post series. Also, funniest thing in the entire world is that Manoa decides to call this project of hers Neverland because she's heard about Peter Pan but never actually read the original story.
God.
That's weird. In my notes, there's a little scratch mark over Neverland that says Netherworld.
It's the weirdest thing. Like I called it like Peter Pan was the good guy, right? Like he's the good guy, isn't he?
So here's the thing, Lot. Peter Pan's kind of an asshole.
No, you're joking. Neverland's not good.
and then one little UI thing from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep pops up that says "Put Peter Pan in his place" or something like that.
Put Manoa Bellucci in her place.
Yeah, it's incredibly funny that she calls it Neverland and is doing the exact same thing that Peter Pan does, which is forcibly take children and trap them in a never-ending childhood, and they realize it fucking sucks and they leave because they want to grow up. Oh god.
It won't even do anything. It won't even do anything for for Taichi and Yamato. They're already on the timer.
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I think the idea is that like them going into stasis would freeze the timer somehow.
I think I think she pretty much says like something along the lines of, "Yeah, it's too late for you two. Sorry." Like, I'm pretty sure the implication is like the timer's already happened, so it's like, yeah, you cannot stop that. Sorry.
Oopsie. Yeah, this is like during this whole sequence is when we get the proper. It's at like the end of the actual movie where we hear everything. But since we're talking about Manoa, like we get her entire backstory about how like she was obviously another child genius. She was partnered with the Digimon called Morphomon, which is a little white butterfly-esque critter. And
butterfly, huh? That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, it's the theming. And the big thing was that like she completely and entirely ignored Morphomon for the sake of proving her that she could stand on her own. Like a big thing with her is she is constantly saying, "I did it. I've proved to them that I can do things by myself. I'm skipping grades and going straight to college. I've done it. I've proved that I can do this. Like,
I don't need
very
anyone.
exactly, very much being like chasing that independence, that like state of quote adulthood that
And,
is
like,
like
Par-
idealized.
Yeah.
parallels are a narrative device which you can use
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
And like not even intentionally, like she spends as little time with Morphomon as she can, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's
yeah.
like the worst part almost is that like she was doing this with the full intent of being able to be with Morphomon after the fact, but that single-minded pursuit of her like independence and like that adulthood just consumed her for years, and by that point the bond had already been broken. And I think it was Momo, did you mention that like it was either you or Bridget mentioned like she didn't even know the timer was there? Like
Yeah,
she
I
had
mentioned that one.
yeah, she just had not looked at her digivice. She was unaware this was happening until it was like literally the end, which is insane. Because yeah, Morphomon
And-
fucking disappears.
And she immediately says a couple of things that like this is why it's so like because I feel like a lot of the bad faith interpretations of like the message of this movie comes from exactly people like taking like Minoa's explanation of how this works and just taking that exact face value.
Yeah,
And like in this scene you hear her like already come to the exact conclusions that she laid like earlier in the movie tells Taichi and Yamato. And it's like, if you think about this for even a second, what fucking context does she have for any of that shit being actually how it is?
yeah. She clearly
Yeah.
never spoke to Genai. She doesn't fucking know what's going on. She's only 22. She spent the last 8 years of her life in a single-minded pursuit to recreate her partner Digimon. Like that's the
And it's-
entirety of her work.
She
And it's
doesn't
li-
know
and-
shit.
And it's like literally everything she is espouting to like Taichi, Yamato, and like everyone else are again the exact conclusions that she without context like came to when she was 14 in a like very obviously grief-filled like state. And
Yeah.
just never mentally moved past exactly that moment to like reflect on what else it could have been.
Yeah,
I was
wonder-
gonna say she hasn't exactly moved forward or yeah. Anyways,
Narrative parallels are a narrative device which you can use too.
God. Yeah. So Minoa's fucking dumb as shit, actually.
yeah.
It's crazy how much this movie like would not have happened if she just went to 02 cast.
She went to them
One
instead.
speech from Daisuke.
And she's
Oh,
just like, wait
oh
a
shit.
minute.
Oh
Wait
no.
a minute.
Oh fuck. Oh no.
Like, so not to talk about the beginning. I just think it's very like people. One of the criticisms at the beginning is everyone is always saying, "Oh, it didn't even need to be the O2 crew." Yes, it did. No other group of Digidestin would have been able to handle what happened to Louis except exactly those kids. Like, it's not like yes, Imperial Dramon existing solves a bunch of problems in the Digimon universe. Also, the O2 crew being just so happy-go-lucky and like so the best
Such
of
a just
friends.
good affable guys. Like,
Louis needed Daisuke in his life.
Exactly.
this would be the funniest side project to do, which is like how many Digimon things would have been solved either Daisuke or Masaru Daimon protagonist at that time.
I mean, if Daisuke was here, it would have just been a fucking repeat of the end of 02 and fucking Belial Vamdamon just sticks
You
them all
know,
in
this
that
is actually
pretty
another
rough.
thing going
True.
against the whole like growing up thing with Minoa. Hey, remember when Oikawa at the end of 02 got a fucking Digimon when he's like 50 fucking years old?
And it's specifically mentioning, "Oh, hey, I've been waiting
Well-
for you this entire time."
And the thing is, there is like an irony in what she's doing with Aosmon, because at the end we learned that like Morphomon's in there.
Yeah.
And she just like was treating Aosmon as a tool to achieve her own ends without ever realizing that like she had brought her partner back to life.
Again, kind of doing the same thing that she did as a kid, which is like doing a bunch of things that she says is for the sake of her partner without ever actually just sitting down with her partner and listening for like 5 fucking minutes. Like effectively repeating this same mistake again.
She could learn some lessons from Louis.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. We should actually we're gonna make that a special episode. A project where we're just like, okay, equal and opposite ends of the spectrum of how solved would Digimon stories be with Daisuke via being the most affable, lovable guy, and Masaru pure unrelented violence.
All right, first things first, we have to put Masaru in Tamers first.
The thing,
Dude,
I
well,
want to know what that motherfucker does to the
He just
Devas.
walks up to the government building and starts punching everyone out.
Now hold on, I haven't watched Tamers. Stop spoiling it for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, we
Punches the shit out of the blonde dude with the sunglasses.
we should get through the watch of, is it
Yeah,
Savers
yeah.
that he's in? We
Savers
should
is
get through the
Masaru, yeah.
watch of Savers before we do that special.
Yeah, because either that or I mean that's gonna take forever. I don't want to wait that long. You just won't be a part of that episode.
Calculated.
I'm kidding.
You hate me.
This is also the
All right,
funny.
so this is how
funniest
Diamond and
hypothetical.
Masaru.
This is also
go
the
on.
funniest hypothetical because I feel like out of all the protagonists, Daisuke and Masaru would just like immediately be best friends.
Oh, absolutely. God, so fucking funny.
All right, so this is how Diamond and Masaru would fix Cherubimon Vice.
Which one?
Oh,
There's like three of
Lord.
them he has to fix.
All of them.
It's also worth noting with like the whole moving forward theming of like Minoa is specifically not moving forward and not even communicating with her partner, but then like Taichi and Yamato are, and like they all four of them are deciding to move forward as partners rather than like as individuals.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like
No, I know what you mean.
it's not just an individual decision that Taichi and Yamato are making. It's
Yeah.
like it's a decision they're making because of like their partnerships.
Taichi and Yamato are effectively like stopping Minoa by doing the thing she should have been doing.
Yep. It's God, it's really good. I love the finale of this movie is fucking phenomenal. Just like very much just like the two of them coming to the realization that like yeah, like we're on the timer, but that doesn't mean we can just stop. Like time
People
doesn't
need
stop.
help.
Yeah. Like as much as you want to pretend you can like stop time, the time marches forward and we gotta march with it.
Yerp.
Also, the bit where it's like Taichi like ends up blowing the whistle on Hikari's like you know, and like you know fucking you know full circle with the original OVA, and then like
Pottery.
and and then like at least like the other like 01 kids all wake up and like
And
you know
all the 01 kids hear it, like including Sora, who isn't
Yeah.
even there.
yeah
You know what the funniest part about all that is?
what
Hikari wouldn't have had the fucking whistle if she wasn't trapped in Neverland, and Noah, that's on you.
I'm a Manoa's a fucking champion at doing it to herself. Like holy fuck, dude.
There's a part like right when they start fighting the Eosmon with just like Greymon and Garurumon, where she says something like "crap" or like she wasn't actually
No,
expecting
she
them to
immediately
fight her.
goes. She immediately goes, "Oh shoot."
Like she genuinely does not expect them to want to fight her because of the timer bullshit.
Because like I think she says like I wasn't expecting you to come to me when you have no time left, and they both go, "No, we're gonna be fighting you," and she's like, "What? Wait, what?" And then Garurumon nearly rips Eosmon's throat out. That of course is like 17,000 copies of it, so it doesn't matter.
Also, there's a couple of small things about this bit that I really like. A bunch of the 02 like World Tour kids make like little cameos here.
I think
which I thought was a
all
really
of-
neat detail.
Yeah, they got
all of them
the-
do.
They got Mimi's American friend. They got the French girl. They got I think they've got that girl from India. I know they have like the 3
Yeah.
Chinese boys.
Yeah.
No,
The
I think
Sayako-mon-
at least one of the 3 Chinese boys shows up. I feel like I remember
I think
one
I
of
think you
them.
see all 3 of them. I think you
Yeah.
see all 3 of them.
Yeah,
in a
you
big
see all
group
3 of
shot.
them in like a scanning. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Sayako-mon boys.
The one frame where they show the list like earlier in the movie, you know who's at the top?
Who?
Wallace,
Willis, baby. My
Who
friend
also
Wallace
does in
from
fact
America.
make a cameo later on in that in this movie, showing that
So-
he actually it's only a silhouette, but you actually can see in this that he has both Terrier and Lawmon in this, which is
Yep.
cute. And
Also,
it's-
another notable cameo, in spite of the things this movie
And
tries to ignore.
I was about to say,
Ugh.
and also, it happens
Mako.
for exactly 1 second, but Mako does show up in this movie.
Stupid.
It's
Fucking-
so funny how we'll talk about it in the actual episode, but 02 does the like new Digidestined with that has problems with their partner in 02, how much better it goes.
Ugh. And finally, we reach the end of the movie, which is Taichi and Yamato learn their fucking lesson. And
I mean, I think they had learned it by that point.
well, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, and because they learn their lesson, they're able to achieve the new the bond forms, the bond of bravery and the bond of friendship. And now I'm going to field a question to the panel. How do we feel about these designs? Well, we'll do clockwise, so I'll go first. I don't like them. How about you, Momo?
I didn't at first. I've grown very fond of them.
Yeah, I feel about the same
Especially-
as Momo. Oh, sorry.
Especially Bond of Courage. I love that thing.
I feel mostly the same as Momo. Like, I generally like them.
Yuki?
I'm thinking because honestly, I'm kind of just
You're
I'm
just
kind of just
neutral?
meh on it.
Yeah, okay.
It's
just
like I
neutral.
would have gotten the same reaction if they just pulled out another Omnimon out of their ass. It's like
Is it-
cool.
If this is
Sure.
where like Alter S showed up or something.
I honestly I would have liked Alter S.
I think I would have kind of
I-
popped
I-
off
I
for
do-
Ultra S, don't be real.
Okay, so my thing, just designs is all. I'm not too big on Agumon Bond of Courage. I actually like Gabumon more, just because he has like I think all the mechanical bits and like the parts where he fires off like actual funnels is really cool.
Also, he can also not shown in this movie. He can turn into a bike for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's what the 2 stupid giant wheels on his back are for.
Oh,
I think so one thing that I will say is that like I do think this is a very weird thing where just like the angles and the way they are portrayed in this movie, I think kind of makes them look worse than like if you see them in like the card game or like the
The
time
video
Freezer model,
game.
like I
Yeah.
think those like in those these designs look better than in this. I also think it's kind of a framing issue in this movie where these are kind of the like replacement / upgrade for Omnimon in this movie, and it's like, man, no, just no, come on, like be real, you know?
Be
Like
for
I
real.
get it thematically, but also like, no, come on.
super merciful mode.
Ugh.
Shout out to Merciful about being in something else than Try Now, I guess.
I'm afraid of what they're gonna do there.
I haven't played a DLC yet. I don't know. But yeah, no, just like I think the designs are fine. Again, Gabu over Agumon for me for this one. I think just the way they are both portrayed in this movie and kind of where they're placed, I think just kind of makes people a bit more negative on these by just those things alone.
Like, I'm also fair. Like, I said I don't like them. I'm fairly neutral on them. I do actually like Bond of Friendship a little more. Honestly, my favorite detail of Bond of Friendship, can't fucking talk. My favorite detail of Bond of Friendship is actually the tail. It just it like strikes a chord with me, and I don't know why. I think it kind of reminds me of like the oh god, fuck. I'm like totally drawing a blank on what it was. There's like another mecha tail that like opens up and shoots a bunch of fucking lasers out of it, and I can't remember what the fuck it is, but it was cool as hell.
Didn't
We get it, Law,
Mugen do
you're a
that?
Oh.
Does Mugen Train do? Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I actually.
There's
the
like a
more I look at it-
Fafnir robot. There's like a Fafnir robot that does that. I might have shown you that at some point.
Oh, maybe.
It does like a bunch of Frieza Till shit.
Oh,
Neat.
oh yeah, another cool thing Bond of Courage can do. I don't remember if he does it in this movie. He has like this like really long tail. He can like detach it and it turns into a spear.
Oh, he
That
definitely
is
does
neat.
not do that in this movie.
I think that is like again. I think these designs are just like not presented the best in this movie because it's like they got a bunch of cool things they can do. They're frame kind of weird. I also think maybe something about these designs that doesn't hit with people is that like Gabu to Metal Garuru and like Agu to War Gray, it's very much like they stick with the animal theme,
Yeah.
like just being actual animals. So going from that to like humans with men with and like I think that just kind of like the progression there just doesn't work for a lot of people.
I will say, the actual sequence of them evolving, because there isn't one, is so good. The fact that it does the big flash of light and the sound effect, and then it's no sound at all, and it's just the vocal track playing over like the shot that I'm using for the actual like thumbnail and image, where it's like the backlit silhouettes. It is so good, like
Also,
genuinely
the
phenomenal.
track, also the actual
The
track that
crack.
plays is so fucking.
Yes, yeah.
Ooh.
It
I
oh,
almost
It
want
hits every time.
I almost wonder because there's something in like the area they go to like find Manoa is like literally just like void and like pure darkness until like she makes like all the islands of ice of like it's a literal like foil of like their evolution just being like pure light essentially.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, very
Also,
literalist in that way.
also,
Well, yeah, but
like last thing I'll say about Bond of Courage. If you're not aware, he has a very unfortunately named attack.
Does he really?
Does he?
One of he has his signature attack is called Red Reamer.
Hmm.
with
Don't
that
don't,
red
think don't like that.
Oh, wait, to double back a little bit, that takes me out of the evolution, specifically in the dub when the vocal track starts playing. I'm gonna
Oh.
post it in let me put an image dump actually. One
well, I
sec.
watched
boy.
the sub, so
I think Yuki's the only one of us who watched the dub for this.
I watched both.
Oh
It's
Jesus!
prodigious!
Fuck you! They
Prodigious.
can't fucking help themselves.
They gotta sneak in the one.
Oh,
Every
Jesus.
time I watch the dub, it takes me out.
This is why I watched the sub.
Sorry,
This is
Momo.
it's just why.
Momo posted the card. I didn't even know this was a Red Reamer.
Also, what the fuck is going on with Bond of fucking Courage is like design. He has like a fucking. He has
Yeah,
like a
he's really-
14.
Dude,
like a
he works
14 pack
out. He's
going
been
on here.
he's been
Jesus
working out.
Christ.
He's been working out.
I heard Bond of Courage is shredded. I heard he has a 13 pack.
Have you ever heard of a guy called Charaz?
The fact that that's from a fucking SNL bit of all things is so funny.
Yeah.
SNL bit about fucking Star Wars.
I think this movie is really effective, especially like in the latter parts of like how it uses silence. And we can go into that later, but there's a specific part where I was like, wow, okay.
I mean, we're basically wrapping up at this point, so talk about it.
I mean, yeah, that's the sequence when they're like the last conversation
Yes.
that they both have with
Yeah.
Agumon and Gabumon. Like, as soon as they disappear, it's like total silence, and like just the visuals like made me cry because it's just so like somber.
I think it's like a little before that. I love that fucking shot. It's like them just standing there, like while that you see like in the background all the other Digimon fighting off the Aosmon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fucking that last scene, dude. Fucking
Good stuff.
the bit where it's like you get like the exchange between Agu and Gabumon, where Agu and Tai, where Agumon once again is complaining about being hungry. Like Taichi like you know, fucking tells him like, "Oh man, you never change." He like stands up and like for the first time, it looks like Agumon like can really see how much Taichi has like
The like
physically grown up.
the like glint in his eye is gets me every time.
Yeah, and then like the bit where like Yamato and Gabumon are on the roof, the little roofing or whatever. And like
Real?
and like
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, Leon.
I saw it. I couldn't believe it.
Continue,
The
Bridget.
image.
God. Yamato's like, and they reveal like, because there's a bit earlier on where Yamato like looks at like a kid playing like the harmonica and like obviously reminiscing on the like he had to let that go and he's like, yeah, no, I bought a harmonica again. Kind of figured I'd start picking that back up, and I think he plays like the exact same tune he plays at
Yeah,
the end of the
it's the
original
same.
series.
It's the same song. Yeah, at least a song he played in the original show. I don't. I think
I
he might play.
think I think he played it in the finale. I'm pretty sure.
I never even
Um,
noticed if he plays different songs throughout the show. To be honest,
I think it might. He might just know the one song, which would be really funny.
I mean, he's like 10 to be fair.
Yeah. Um, and then like they do the whole those whole bits, and then Agumon and Gabumon like both kind of ask them like, "What about tomorrow? What will you do?" And then right as they're about to answer, the fucking just the hard cut, man. The fucking hard cut to just them just like they're just gone.
Like they don't even do like because they come back to like obviously they come back to their Digivice throughout the movie constantly. Like
Yeah.
there's not like a bit. Wait, is there? I forget. Was there when
It,
they Digivolve? You see it hit 0 or do you see it hit 1?
you see it
don't
hit
even-
like close to. I don't think you see it hit like 3 or something. Like
It cracks.
you don't see you don't see the countdown like actively go to 0 at
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
point.
And
Yeah,
then at the
it doesn't like pop. Yeah, they just disappear. You don't get like a big pop of the Digivice and it goes like bong or something.
Like they're just snapped
Gone.
out. Like they're just gone like that. And then you see
Yeah, the Digivice like rock.
Rock, and I love, by the way, the sort of body language on these scenes where you see Taichi like immediately shake and start crying, but you can see Yamato like trying to
Yeah.
hold his hand to stop shaking, and like he like holds his tears a little longer than Taichi does, but still like
Even
Can't
in
deal
his
with it.
voice, he's actively trying to hold back the tears. Like he's hiccuping
the
and
fucking
gasping a lot more.
shout outs like to the fucking Seiyu on this bit where like the bit at the end where it's just no music, it's just them like fucking wailing, and it's like
Yeah, because it's not even like
some of
it's not even like. Yeah, sorry.
it's some of the most like realistic like like crying I've heard from like a voice actor in anything.
Yeah, like they're not like going. They're like what? Like they're not like fucking like what? They don't like go like a wail of pain or anything. You just hear like Taichi like just choking on himself because he can't fucking like breathe because he keeps crying.
Good stuff.
It's just flat out. This is like I think maybe my favorite just scene in this whole fucking franchise, dude. This fucking just everything about it. It's such a short bit, but just top to bottom, every fucking second of it is like
perfect,
so
essentially.
fucking
Yeah.
spot on.
Like it's not like my favorite. Like I do like I do like this whole movie, but like I'm kind of just like yeah, this movie's pretty cool for the most part. And then but that like that final like the final scenes I think just like where it all just fucking like that just brings it up to like a whole other level, if you get
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah,
No, absolutely. I'm in the same spot where like the last couple of scenes are perfect. Especially because they call back to an earlier thing, because there's an earlier part in the movie once they know what they have to do, and Taichi is hanging out with Agumon again. There's the part where they're walking along that same like riverside bank, And the entire time, Taichi is like walking ahead of Agumon, does not turn around to look at him a single time until Agumon asks him a question where he has to turn around. Like, he is discussing their plans and everything. He is walking forward, and that is it. Like, it is just a shot of his back, totally shaded. And then when Agumon says something and Taichi has to respond to it, he turns around. And that's it's just, ooh, I love it. I love it so much. Because in this one, it's them sitting together on that same embankment, but, having an actual conversation and talking to each other.
And despite like Agumon, like in the previous scene, look basically being forced to stare at Taiji's back the whole time. Like it doesn't hit him until the second time they're there when he gets to just look at Taichi like
Yeah.
on his own terms. But it's like now he notices how big Taichi's actually gone, which is like probably also just a not super subtle like bit about like Taichi like actually like mentally grown up, like to
Yeah.
reflect his physical growing up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The way he's presented, he's like coming off to other people now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This movie, and the fact that like just before they disappear, you see the two butterflies.
Hey,
By the way, it is really fun. If you ever are curious, look up the actual lyrics to Butterfly, because like this movie is very intentional. A couple of bits of that song.
Yep.
Like, hey, I remember how they made one of the cards. They made one of the first promo cards in this game was just the shot of Agumon looking at Taichi.
Yeah. Fuck, man. So we cut after this. They cut to what I actually I think this is a pretty significant time skip. Like at least like because like it's like summer when most of this movie's taking place.
Yeah.
And you cut to like the cherry, like fucking Yamato and Taichi with all the cherry blossoms, which I think signify spring. So it's been like roughly 8 to 9 months.
Yeah.
Potentially more. It might have been a year in that much. We don't really know.
Yeah. And like Taichi and Yamato have kind of finally settled into their stuff. Like Yamato in the credits is seen looking at a rocket, which is how they tied.
The epilogue is canon.
Oh god, it's so
And
funny.
Taichi is running ahead to his class to, I think, present his presentation on like what he actually wants to do for his like poli sci like econ class, which is like political relations between Digimon and humans.
I think it's like his thesis. Like, doesn't it say it's his thesis essentially?
It's his thesis. Yeah. And they both internally monologue about how they will see Agumon and Gabumon again, which I gotta give credit. They actually this ends up tying into the 02 epilogue pretty well, and like makes it so that the actual epilogue of that series helps reinforce this movie because V0 like because these two paths they're pursuing tie into what they end up doing in that epilogue, and in that epilogue they got Agumon and Gabumon with them, so they're right, they will see those guys again.
You think Gabumon had to fucking train to be an astronaut as well?
Intense physical training.
Did this delay Yamato's dream by like a couple of extra years because fucking Gabumon had to take all the courses?
That it brings up an interesting thought because the epilogue takes place in the digital world, and we know that they can go to the digital world rather freely because they can use the gates, which seems to imply that Gabumon and Agumon like literally disappear. Like they're not like I don't know. Like
There's
are they
actually so this is not like the closest, the furthest thing from actually canon. I was actually like literally like trying to find these two things here in the card game. BT6 is like it's a set mostly themed around this movie, and in particular the Agumon and Gabumon from that set are like I think at least implied to be them on the original, the rail car where they
railroad.
fought Seadramon, like waiting for Taichi and Yamato.
Yeah, they're at the railroad crossing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
So they likely get reborn once Taichi and Yamato have rediscovered that infinite potential.
Yeah.
Because there's this weird thing where like Digimon that are partnered with a human like come into existence and
To
wait
be
for
their
them.
partner and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I wonder
Which
how they come
I-
into an existence.
Which I feel like actually makes sense and like also like explains like this isn't happening for on and Manoa because she's abjectly not hasn't been doing that and has in fact been just making the same mistake.
Mm.
So I'd like to think that this implies that this could also happen to Manoa.
Yeah, while
It
she's
kind
rotting
of
in
did,
jail.
is the thing. It kind of
Yeah.
already did happen.
Yeah, it's just gonna be hard for them to meet up, yeah, because Manoa's currently in jail. I mean, she technically kidnapped like a lot of people, like.
She
She'll be
hospitalized.
fine.
What was the number? 30,000 people, or was planning to.
That's got to be like a pretty substantial sentence, like.
That's like a war crime.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Ugh. Okay, let's wrap this up because we've actually been going quite a bit longer than I intended. Mostly because we talked about the fucking specials for so long.
Yeah.
All right.
Mostly about the Sora one, really.
Yeah. So, I think we've pretty much covered everything that's like super duper critical and everything. If anyone has like a quick little like final thought or a cute thing they noticed they didn't get the chance to talk about, speak now or for you know the phrase.
I like the aesthetic of this movie a lot, actually. Like we kind of mentioned the animation company, like look at film. I like this a lot. I think this does again. It's such an easy beat stick. I'm sorry. I think this does a much better job, like transitioning the original adventure art style into something that like fits both, like more adult proportioned characters and just like in modern animation style than the try art style ended up doing.
Oh yeah.
Funny, like there's a lot. Like the more I notice it, the more jarring it gets. Is like the bit like when they're all in Neverland, and fucking you see them like all frozen. It's like God. Now that I've noticed those the characters have way smaller hands than they should. It's really weird looking.
They kind
So,
of
you
have
know,
fucking Mickey
don't have the
Mouse
fucking-
hands in the original.
they don't have the fucking Mickey Mouse feet and hands.
It's fucked up.
All right, I got my final thing.
Okay, what's up?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Takaru, for the love of God, take off the fucking hat.
Oh, right, when he's fucking the bit where he's unconscious and the fucking fedora is like always in frame right next to his fucking head.
So funny.
Take
The part where
off the hat.
Takaru is literally that kind of like dipshit liberal fucking Brian Griffin of all characters is meant to make fun of, where it's like, yeah, guys, I'm writing my novel at Starbucks to make sure everyone can see me writing my novel.
God, it's so fucking funny.
Thank God he goes. Thank God he gets into photography.
Thank God he just dresses like Jesse Pinkman in the next movie, dude. Christ.
Okay. Any final thoughts? You have 5 seconds to decide before I go into the closing.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Kizuna, superior.
All right.
I'm not going to finish the quote.
So,
Probably a good idea.
next time you all see us, it will be discussing Adventure 02 The Beginning, which will finally, truly be the end of Digimon Adventure. After that, we will finally be moving on to fucking Tamers. We will finally be done with
I have
Adventure.
been waiting.
Live.
There will be no more Digimon Adventure. Asterisk.
I was about to say we can't be lying to the viewers because
No.
Adventure 2020
No,
will have to
that's a
happen
different thing.
eventually.
That's
That's
a
a
different thing. That's an adventure.
different continuity.
20.
It's got adventure in the name. It counts.
It's
It's
different
fucking,
continuity.
it's a fucking coin toss if this podcast lives long enough to do that one anyway.
hey.
Like,
I'll keep this.
That
podcast
one doesn't
going
have
by
Taichi. That
myself.
shit has Thomas. That is
Dude.
Thomas and Agumon.
Dude, we're
That's
just
not
like
Taichi.
We're just like Gatsumon and Pumpmon. We came back to life. We're so cool.
Yeah, in like 5 years, we're gonna start the podcast will disappear for 5 years, and then we'll all come back to do whatever fucking series we left out. Like nothing ever happened, and we'll all just be like 2 feet taller.
I'm
Only
trying to
don't.
get shorter, not taller. Fuck you. What?
Every every episode of like Ghost Game is gonna have the every one of us with like a timer, like the Digivices.
When this timer
Well,
expires, we all fucking die.
Hey,
In-
hey,
in
Lod,
s-
what are you doing tomorrow?
In 7 years, Digimon inexplicably become real, and that's when we revive the podcast.
No, I am in this for the long haul. This is not exactly a hard podcast to record or edit, so it's like, and there's no monetary incentive, so I can't ever like get weird about it. Like, I think we talked about this last time, but the reason why this podcast will never be asking for money is because it'll get weird if we start doing that.
That's not true. I'm still asking
Yeah.
for money.
Well, you guys can ask all you want. I'm not paying you, and neither are the viewers.
Fuck.
If you
I don't
want to
want it, I get paid
fucking
well.
yeah, like if you wanna fucking give money to the podcast, give it to like the fucking PCRF or something. Just give it to a good charity.
Give it to
Yeah.
me.
Shut up,
I'm
Leah.
a good charity.
Yeah, we'll be
You don't
talking about
want
the
to.
beginning next time. Which the beginning, I'm gonna be talking a lot more during the beginning. I love that movie very, very dearly, and I'll have a lot more to say about it. And I'll be the one looking into like production stuff.
Yeah, it was very funny how clearly this one was like more for me, and then I
It's-
think I'm the only one who keys now over the beginning, so I'm
pretty sure,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be taking a huge backseat on that one. I think.
Yeah, like I
That's
mentioned
fine.
it. I mentioned in my opener that Kizuna is like my third favorite thing. My first favorite thing is the beginning. My second favorite thing is Hurricane Touchdown.
We get
Huh.
to be the biggest streamer, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, getting bigger.
Yeah. Look forward to some Vega. I'm not gonna say a month because I want to take a slightly more extended break after beginning to start Tamers because I have to get a new Fugi, and
I also have to get a new Fugi at some point when my
yeah,
skeb gets done.
yep. And I gotta.
It's funny. I
gotta
just got
move.
this and like same.
You don't.
What?
Oh God. Wait, you just
I
got
gave
it.
Cheese.
Yuki.
I gave Cheese a newer design thing, and I'm kind of waiting on that. But you
Oh
know,
my fuck.
stuff with them.
Oh,
I also might
God.
have to update my Fugi.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Momo!
We can all bundle the order together. It's fine.
We're gonna give Lita a heart attack.
Moment, do you
gave them,
want to
like,
get a new
5
fucking
Fugies.
design? May as well. The
I
should
don't
probably
even
throw yours
have
in
a
for free.
design.
Was that?
I don't even have a design.
I just do want to change things up a little bit. Yeah, you put your pink in there. You don't even have that hair anymore. Your hair's totally different now.
You, you can fuck with some highlights.
Well, my hair's red now.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Wait a minute.
Hell yeah!
Wait a minute.
Just literally like chop the ears off Bridget's Spooky. Be like, it's Momo, all right.
We're not
Crudely-
allowed to do that.
Congrats on the transition.
I don't think we're
on at least.
No, we're crudely painting the Gigimon purple to make it look like
I am slightly amused at the idea of Lot wanting a new Fugi because Lot is now the only one without a Digimon.
I mean, that's not the entire reason. I have an actual like Sona to use and my own original Digimon that I will likely be putting on it.
Oh, we got a lore reason. This dumbass let their timer run out.
Yeah, my original partner died. Don't ask what it was. It was very tragic.
It was a Pumpmon, wasn't it?
No.
Did you hit your Digivice with a bat?
See you next
Hey,
time,
Lot,
everybody.
how come I've only ever seen one of your eyes before? What's with the other one?
Well, we'll talk about.
You know, Lon, we haven't been talking a whole lot. We really should conversations. I think.
Shut the fuck up. We're ending the episode.
Locke comes back in next episode with an eye patch.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Goodbye. We're ending. We're done.